Welcome to tamsyfae's realm. My name is Nightbot. Tamsyfae will be arriving soon, but in the meantime I would like to introduce you to myself and to the channel. I will be your bot host in the chat. Contain the provide other information. I will be arriving in the chat soon. If you have any question I am not programmed to answer, please ask Moonbeam or other moderators. Please don't join until the 55-minute mark, for example 6:55. I cannot add you to the list until this time. Tamsyfae does not do political, specific timing, medical, fertility, or legal questions that require a qualified professional. Tamsy only provides spiritual guidance. Now please have a seat, relax, and I will tell you about Tamsyfae's stream. How do you join the list? To join the list, type !join followed by your question. Please provide a question when you join, otherwise I will not be able to add you. If there is space in our free list you will be added when you join, if there is no space you will be seated in the lounge. When spots become available people are randomly chosen from the lounge and placed on the free list. In other words, the lounge is a waiting list. Being placed in the lounge does not guarantee you will have a reading. Thank you for understanding. To check your position, type !position and you will either be given your position in the free list, told you are still in the lounge, or that you are not in either. Your position number will change, normally decreasing as Tamsy does her readings. However, your position may increase if there is a donation or someone requests a theme reading, as theme readings get advanced to the front of the free list. If you would like to leave the free list, please type !leave. If you miss your reading on the stream, type !timestamp or !timestamps to find out when your reading took place in the stream. You may skip the free list with a super chat or PayPal donation of a minimum of $3 plus Canadian. To keep things fair, Tamsy may limit how many times someone can use a super chat in a stream, but you are always welcome to book a private reading with Tamsy. You can book a private reading by email or through Tamsy's website. You can find the links on her about page or in the chat. While you are waiting for your reading, make yourself comfy and ask me, Nightbot, questions. Here is how to ask me questions. !magical, see how magical you are. !8ball, for the magic 8-ball answer. !oracle for an oracle message. !fortune, to get a fortune. !horoscope, for today's horoscope. !card to draw a tarot card and get info about its meaning. !list to see who is on the free list and who is in the lounge. !position to get your current position. I will occasionally provide information about other services available in the chat. Tamsyfae is an intuitive mystic energy reader. Enjoy her fairy moon readings and more. Tamsy uses tarot cards to pick up your energy or the energies around your situation and connect with the spirits, fae, and the universe to bring out profound inner truths we dare not tell ourselves with love, kindness, and humor. The cards may bring up deep hidden emotions. Readings are never 100% accurate, and roles may be reversed. Take what is yours and leave the rest. Some energies or emotions may take time to settle. And here are some photos of Ms. Beastie, Mr. Lucky Pug, and Miss Floppy. Tamsy should be arriving soon. Welcome to tamsyfae's realm. My name is Nightbot. Tamsyfae will be arriving soon, but in the meantime I would like to introduce you to myself and to the channel. I will be your bot host in the chat. I maintain the list and provide other information.
Hello everyone, welcome. How's it going? Hi Dream, hi Joy, welcome. Hello everyone. Hi Jasmine. Hi Dorella. Hello everyone, welcome. Hi Mystical. Hello. Hi Vivi. Hi Dex. Hello. Hi Tammy. Hi Amara. Hello. How's it going everyone? Tonight's witch theme is because it's Witchy Wednesday, I thought it would be fun. This spread is about your witchy, how to discover your witchy powers, and how to nurture them and develop them more than they are. But you can ask any question you want, like always. If you're new here, welcome. To join a lesson, this exclamation mark join with no spaces in between, followed by your question. I do have when the free list is full, you get put onto the lounge list, and then when you're on the lounge list, Nightbot chooses people at random to be put on the free list. So just be patient. Sometimes the free list does get filled up fast, but don't give up because, the Nightbot will keep going for another 2 hours. So the last couple of nights we've been doing all the readings, no one's been left in the lounge. So I'll switch the screens to get started. Yes, exclamation mark join with no spaces in between, followed by a question. It has to be a question after the exclamation mark join. For Nightbot to be able to pick up your question. It's a program. Nightbot's not a real person. But yeah. Moving from Mystical, she wrote how to develop my gifts. I think you have Witchy in there. Just so you know that people might write something else besides Witchy. But yeah, I'll switch screens so we can get started. Joy, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. Thank you. For Joy, what to expect in love for the month of August? For the month of August, what can Joy expect for the month of August? Ooh, positive. The sun's shining. There's some good things coming. Oh my goodness. I feel like there's gonna be I feel like August is gonna be your month, right? I don't know. The sun, some new opportunities, a new sun, some new light, some making movements towards something better, something more meaningful towards you moving forward. You have the Two of Pentacles, so I feel like things are gonna pick up pace. They're gonna start to get more busier. You may feel like you're restricted in how much freedom you have because there's gonna be a lot of things going on. I feel like it's like work-wise and that sort of thing, like responsibilities and those types of things that's going to pick up pace for you. And Two of Pentacles, you have to juggle around your time management and maybe your budgeting or whatever that is for you, because you also have the Ace of Pentacles, so new beginnings with either job, income. I don't know what that is for you. I'm going to give you a sense of feeling more stable, feeling more secure in whatever energy you're going to be transitioning into. I also feel like there's this energy of you seeing the potential of where this is going to go moving forward and growth wise. That is what I got for August. Oh, you said in love. Sorry, there was no love there. Maybe there was love. It could be love too. If it's not a new job, it could definitely be love. could definitely be love. It was something very passionate that you put a lot of your time into. So that could definitely be love. I could check. What was love coming in for Joy? So I completely missed the love situation. Ooh, the Knight of Wands is in the dark. The love situation may be more slow. Yeah, more the work thing is gonna pick up. The love situation is still kind of being slow. May take longer than August for that true love energy to come through. But maybe you're gonna meet your love at work as things are gonna pick up pace. I think that's a thing that could happen for you for sure. Mystical, hello, theme reading. For how to how can Mystical discover her witch powers? Apparently you have a lot of them, but one at a time. More work than love. Yeah. Hopefully the two of them come together somehow for you, Joy. More mystical. How can this mystical develop her gifts? How can mystical develop their gifts? How can mystical develop their gifts? Ooh, 2 of Cups. What does mystical need to know about developing these gifts? The spirits. Ooh. So for the 2 of Cups, the 2 of Cups is about you really listening to your intuition, maybe even being a little bit psychic, but also being able to bind souls together and having that sense of connection. Maybe getting into some love spells and relationship type of things going on there. The 2 of Cups is like you connecting, maybe connecting with other people as a coven or whatever that is for you. So I feel like those opportunities are kind of like your strength that is going to be building up or developing if you put more time and focus into it. The Queen of Wands, this is how your power manifests, how they become stronger. It's the Queen of Wands. So maybe your powers are more stronger or more noticeable when you're feeling a little bit hot and heavy, either in passion or in anger, aggression, whatever that is for you when you're just not feeling the best. We could also come out in, intimacy and that sort of thing as well. When things get hot with you. So for the Queen of Wands as well, she's very much resilient and has that fiery, vibrant energy. So I feel like when you're feeling like the strongest in your powers, you're more easily able to seduce others in love. For the Two of Wands in the dark, Two of Wands, it's kind of like being able to either visualize the future or being able to predict the future or time travel, whatever that is for you. Two of Wands, I also feel like this is how to nurture and develop your gifts. It could be just a matter of, like this card is suggesting, being able to practice by talking to spirits and looking beyond the veils to see if you can see any time lapse, time traveling, not time lapse. When you like go through. I have so many thoughts. I want to know how to say them, so that makes sense. Um, like when time shifting, like being able to see through the timelines and seeing different times, and that sort of thing. And then the card said to how to develop this further, what you need to nurture and to develop more in your gifts is the spirit. So again, like talking to spirits, and this one says respecting the spirits. So respect spirits, listening, living in a spiritual led life may be helpful. This is also associated with the judgment. Judgment is also about you deciding what you truly want in order to develop your gifts as well. What? Hi, blessed one. Hi, Blue. Hi, Dottie. How are you? Hello, Sean. Hello. Theme reading Witchy for hello. What does hello need to know about her developing her witch powers? What does hello need to know about developing her witch powers? I got all these cards all mixed up. What does hello need to know about developing her witch powers? Ooh, you got the judgment. So for the judgment in the light, the judgment, like I was saying before, for the judgment is about you deciding what you truly want to develop in your powers. You have the power to decide where you want to put your focus, where you want to direct your energy to gain that strength in your power, right? I also feel like there's this energy of you awakening or going through a spiritual awakening soon to be able to see what your witch powers are. Most important thing to heal your witch wound is to forgive yourself of any past regrets or anything like that as well. For the tower, the judgment is also about like soul awakening, like waking up your soul, like really listening to your soul, not just your mind. Our mind gets caught up in the mundane life and we lose track of what our soul really needs. But I feel like that's gonna be awakening as well. For the tower is how to manifest your powers, like when your powers are most strong and when you're most able to manifest what you want. And towers, like maybe when things are chaotic, things are out of control, all that sort of thing, is when you're more powerful or more direct and more, I know what I want now and I need to get it now. The Knight of Wands is in the light. So, the Knight of Wands being able to pursue or seduce anyone in love and romance, right? Hot, fiery, passionate love there. But this is how to nurture and develop those, that power, that witchy power kind of thing. You're in your mind a lot. Yeah, see, you have to learn to get more inside your soul instead of your mind. Find and discover your powers. That's how that works. Which is weird because they feel like you're psychic. It seems to be like it's in your mind, but it's not really. What does? Sorry, I wasn't done. The thing's going by fast. I'm trying to go fast. This is still for hello. Above, as above, so below. So manifesting. So you just need to manifest it, right? The Knight of Wands too, is like seducing with love, but it could be some hot fiery other things as well. So we come up with new ideas. So confidence, cause and effect kind of energy, focusing on that. What happens in the cosmos is reflected by the material world and vice versa. So you have the power to shift your circumstances any way you want. You can just manifest it there. Okay, so for Matthew, witchy reading for Matthew. How is Matthew going to develop his witchy powers? How is Matthew going to develop his witchy powers right now? Ooh, Matthew's powers are stronger when he's in love and connected. What does Matthew need to know to nurture and discover his witchy powers? Or what does he need to focus on? There we go. So for the Four of Wands in the light, so you're just able to manifest what you want to manifest, right? The Four of Wands, having that sense of celebration, creating some sort of opportunities and just being successful. But the Four of Wands is also about you being connected to your bloodline, like being a blood witch, like you may have had witches or warlocks or whatever in your family that's just connected in your blood. For the Two of Wands, I want to say Two of Wands, I just feel the sense of you being able to travel or like see between timelines as well. So I don't know if that's a thing for you, but I do feel that for you. The Two of Cups is, I feel like you just have that connection of like soul connections, right? Binding souls together, that romance, that passion, that attraction, whenever you want. But this is how to manifest your power. So they're probably just stronger when you're feeling deeply in love or deeply passionate, or during intimacy is when you feel more powerful. The Six of Wands, having that badass success, right? And how to nurture and develop your badass witch energy that you have. Six of Wands is also kind of about using the solar, using the sun. So it could be a sun witch. Like the sun witches are very rare, but they do exist. I have a friend who's a sun witch. I'm a moon witch. A lot of people tend to lean towards moon witches, or they tend to use more of the moon energy than the sun. But this card is suggesting that maybe trying using the sun to nurture your powers and look into any type of witchy or warlock, whatever you want to discover, whatever you want to call yourself, a mystic, as being a solar witch kind of thing. I don't know how you call it any other way. For the Hanging Bones, so paying attention and following accordingly. So paying attention to things. If you find bones on your trail when you're walking somewhere, see what they mean towards you, use your intuition, what you think they're telling you. Yeah, so hanging bones, seeing the signs, so looking for the signs. So you practice your powers by looking for signs and figure out what they mean towards you. Here's what I got. Hi Nancy, how are you? Hi love. Nancy, thank you so much for your donation. When will Mintu, when will Mintu give Nancy intimacy? When will Mintu give Nancy intimacy? What is the energy around Mintu giving Nancy intimacy? Let's see. Ooh, there is some delayed energy. I feel like the timing is not right now. Will Mintu give me a diamond bracelet anytime soon? And when will he give me intimacy? Okay, so I feel like right now Mintu's energy is a little bit delayed. Like things are moving slowly. The wheel of fortune is in the dark here, so I feel like things are not moving too quickly in that direction. The Queen of Wands too. I feel like there's some hesitation of their energy towards you. Even though there's hesitation, I feel like there's going to be delays. It's going to take longer than you're expecting. There does seem to be something positive here with the sun energy. Will Mintu be giving Nancy a diamond bracelet anytime soon? Will Mintu be giving Nancy a diamond bracelet anytime soon? The Two of Pentacles is a yes, but it's in the dark, so maybe not too soon. Will Mintu give Nancy intimacy? Or chances till August 3rd? Will this happen by August 3rd? Three of Swords is no. I feel like it's going to take more time because a lot of these cards are in delayed. Even the Ten of Swords is delayed. Things are improving. The energy between the two of you is getting better, but it's still being delayed. So it'll take longer than August 3rd for this to come through for you. With the diamond bracelet is a possibility, but it's being delayed as well. The intimacy is, I feel like, is also delayed. So it'll be after August 3rd, I feel. That's what I got. Love, theme reading for Witchy for love. What does love need to know about her witchy powers? How can love develop her witchy powers? How can love develop her witchy powers? What does love need to focus on for witchy powers? So for the death card is what's your witchy power strength? So it's death card, right? So I feel like your strength is being able to talk to spirits and look beyond the veils, and maybe just even being able to predict someone else's death and that sort of thing as well. Because I just feel this energy of you just not just trying to figure things out, but like also being like a medium, like just being able to give other people messages from the other side as well, more clairvoyantly or like a medium and that sort of thing. For the Four of Pentacles and Light, how you can manifest this energy. So this is when how your powers come about or when they're the strongest to come out. For the Four of Pentacles, I just feel the sense of you being more mindful and being really good at protecting yourself or protecting others, coming up with protection spells and that sort of thing, as well. And also being very possessive of your powers too, and not allowing anyone to even know that you're a witch. I feel like you're really good at hiding that as well. For the Six of Cups and a Light, I feel like there's this energy of you have had many past lives, and you're really good at changing timelines, whatever that is for you. I feel like you're also very connected to your ancestors, and you can dig down into when you want to nurture, develop, or I feel like you can nurture and develop those abilities to really connect with your ancestors that will boost your powers as well. And what to focus on is casting the circle. So raising your vibration, so maybe focusing more on your aura and your chakras and that sort of thing. It says sacred space, taking the extra step as in don't skip this step. That's what I was trying to say. Control your anxiousness. You can also nurture this and boost this or develop your things more about controlling your anxiousness and not allowing your anxiety to take over your mind. It says don't cut corners, do the heavy work. This is also associated with the Seven of Pentacles, so that's very much a putting in the hard work, evaluating progress, and seeing how your skills and witchy powers are developing. Pretty cool. Vivi, hello. Theme reading witchy for Vivi. What is Vivi's witchy powers? What witchy powers is Vivi discovering now? How will Vivi manifest her powers? How to nurture and develop this gift. There we go. Well, what does Vivi need to focus on to nurture and develop these gifts? Alright. So for the Seven of Wands, just being able to protect yourself and defend yourself, like all those protection type of things. I also feel like there's this energy of you being able to do some psychic shielding, so you're able to block any psychics from reading your mind and that sort of thing as well, very well. So no one knows what you're thinking or what you're up to. I feel like that's a good one to have. For the Chariot is how to manifest. I feel like this is also about how, like, when your powers are stronger. The Chariot, so when you're feeling like you're moving forward and things are just going well for you, you feel more relaxed and more in tune with your power. The Chariot is also about mastering your shadows, being able to face your shadow side or do shadow work really well, or maybe being able to teach others how to do shadow work and that sort of thing. And then for the Eight of Pentacles is in the light to how to nurture and develop these gifts. It's just a matter of you focusing on developing, being committed to your practice, being dedicated to experimenting and trying things out, trial and error, and that sort of thing. I feel like witch power is not really something you can read about because everybody is different. It's just kind of things that you have to practice and see what works for you and what doesn't. And you also, and then the message is mud and moss, stagnation. So stagnation, rock bottom. So maybe just a matter of doing new strategies. If the ones that you've been trying already doesn't work, try some new ones. Or if something doesn't work, don't be afraid to try new ones. Don't be afraid to get dirty, right? And I feel like it will take some time. So don't lose your patience on it. Keep practicing. That's what I got. Jasmine! Witchy powers for Jasmine. How can Jasmine discover her witchy powers? 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 Ooh, there's some good ones there. What does Jasmine need to focus on to develop and nurture these ones? You have two. Oh my god, you have too many of them. Let's take the first one that wants to come out. The spirits. So for the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles, that means you can do mind control. You can cast curses or take away curses and remove hexes and all that sort of thing. That's right up your alley, right? If you want to cause some black magic, then you have the ability to do so if you wish to. You need to be careful with that because whatever you do comes back 3 times more, right? For the Six of Pentacles in the light. I feel like this is when your powers are stronger or when you're able to manifest them the most. With the Six of Pentacles is when you feel more balanced. When you feel like there's an equal balance between what you give and what you get in return. Kind of like boosts or recharges your powers to move forward. Six of Pentacles is also associated with fairy magic and feeling empathy and being able to connect with the fae and using their fairy powers to do what you do. For the star is associated with astrology and figuring out what exactly your spirituality is and what you want to discover about that. either with like using the moon, the planets, whatever that is for you, focusing on the zodiac signs and that sort of fun stuff. Um, but yeah, and then the message here is on how to nurture or develop these skills a little bit more is the spirits. So respecting the spirits, being able to communicate with them, listen to them, let them lead you wherever they want to, I guess. Can I do teleportation? Let's see. Can Jasmine do teleportation? You probably can see through timelines because if you can connect with the spirits, you can see through the veils with practice for sure. Let's see. For Jasmine, can Jasmine teleport? The Three of Wands. Three of Wands is a yes card, but you're gonna have to expand your vision. You're gonna have to really work at it. It's not something that's just gonna come naturally to you. It's something that you would have to put more time and energy into, it seems. That is what I got. The Three of Wands, though, is also associated with mastering your skills and divinations. Dr. Fizza, is there any other girl in Sherry's life romantically? Or talking with other girls? Let's see. Is there any other girls in Sherry's life romantically or talking with other girls? The Ten of Wands is a no card, but I feel like they're doing all what they can to try to connect with someone romantically. I feel like they're just having a lot of fantasies, romanticizing, trying to manifest someone romantically into their energy. There is a Three of Wands and a Light too, so I feel like they're trying to expand their vision and trying to see, like, I feel like they're really trying to manifest someone romantically, and talk to people, and I feel like they're really trying to get that connection. I feel like it's not exactly romantic right now though, but I feel like they are trying their best to pursue other girls. There is a Seven of Wands in the dark, so I feel like they're not really being successful at it though right now. The name of the oracle, this one is the witching hour. It's the witching hour. I was going to use Seasons of the Witches tonight, but I lost the cards. I have the box and I don't know what to do with the cards, so that did not happen. So we had to use the other ones. Sometimes I mix, like, they're both the same size, so sometimes I mix both oracle decks together, because they both go really well together. They're both the same size. They both shuffle well together. But I don't know. Spirit hit them on me, I'm guessing, or a fairy, or I don't know. They did not want to be used tonight. I'm gonna clarify on you. Should we get a yes or no question for you, Dr. Fizza? Let's just get clarity. Is Sherry? Is there any other girls exactly in Sherry's life right now? The King of Cups is in the dark. It's a possibility. I don't know if it's just something that they're trying to pursue, but I haven't had intimacy yet. I don't know. That is what I got. Thank you, love. Dottie, what do you see about me in my life? What's going on for Dottie right now? What's going on for Dottie in her life right now? What's going on for Dottie in her life right now? This wanted to come out. I'm gonna try to shuffle again because I feel like I wasn't really. That was just me being clumsy. We'll see if they come out again. For Dottie, what does Dottie need to know about her life right now? What does Dottie need to know about her life right now? What does Dottie need to know about her life right now? The tower's in the dark. I feel like even though there's been some destruction and chaos in your life, whatever that is for you, threw all the cards on the floor, but I got them. I feel like there's going to be a sense of things like feeling like they're coming together a little bit more, or making a little bit more sense, if that makes sense. Because I also feel like there's this energy that wants to change. It's just a matter of you figuring out what exactly needs to be changed and not being afraid to make the changes that want to unfold for you. I feel like that may be what's the Seven of Pentacles, like being guarded, being defensive, like wanting to push this change away. But this change could be beautiful. So the Three of Cups, like you connecting, going out and socializing and meeting new people and connecting in that sort of sense. For the Knight of Wands in the dark, I feel like there's a sense that a new person does want to come into your energy. I feel like they're hesitant, but it could be just about you not making the changes to allow them to come into your energy. I don't know what that is about. The Knight of Wands, I just feel like this person may sometimes not really be the type that looks like they're ones that would typically commit. But I feel like when they think about you, they think maybe they could commit to you. I feel like they see something in you. So I feel like it's something you know. I don't know. But they do seem new. So I don't know if you just know them, but you haven't like dated them before, kind of thing. That is what I got. Thank you, Joy, for your donation. I appreciate you. Thank you. I appreciate everyone who comes alive. Also waiting to have 1,000 subscribers. I feel like we're gonna have a party on the live for 1,000 subscribers. Gonna give gonna win a private reading from me. Maybe people can win some memberships. I don't know. We have to talk to Movie about that one. Joy! What will Joey's next actions be towards Joy? 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 Oops, who wants to come out there? So you have a hidden message from the universe. Eight of Wands is in the dark, so I feel like Joey wants to slow down, take it easy. I feel like he's not going to rush into anything because I feel like he wants to make some calculated moves towards you. So I feel like they're being very mindful of their actions and what their next steps are. There is the Queen of Cups and the King of Wands in the dark. So I feel like they do feel like this is a solid connection for them, but they're a little bit doubtful if this is real. That's why it's in the dark, because, you know, they're just... Joy is my Queen of Cups. She's very compassionate. She's very kind. She's very generous. You know, she keeps me very emotionally balanced, and I feel like Joey really likes that. And I feel like Joey wants to be your King of Wands. Someone who is very hot and romantic and on top of everything. Maybe a little bit pushy sometimes. But they're trying really hard to slow things down to make sure this is real. So I feel like that is why they're in the dark. And they came out that way. The Queen of Swords is in the light, so I feel like there's some conversations that he wants to have with you before he decides what his next actions are. So I don't know if that's just a matter of planning what the next action is or the next date or whatever that is. But again, I feel like they're a little bit hesitant for some reason. The Nine of Wands is in the light as well, so I feel like even though they feel exhausted, probably from work and the other responsibilities that they have, they're still standing strong, and I feel like they want to finish up that they started. So I don't know if they want to finish a conversation the two of you had that didn't get finished or wasn't clear. But that is what I got. So yeah, I feel like he's thinking about it. It's in the works. They're planning it. They just haven't quite decided what exactly that's going to be. But I feel like they will communicate with you. And once they do, I feel like they will give you some clarity about what their next actions are. Hi, Jasmine. Tammy, general for Tammy. What does Tammy need to know right now? What does Tammy need to know right now? What does Tammy need to know right now? Ooh. There's the Ten of Cups in the dark. I feel like there's this energy of just breaking ties. I don't know if it's you breaking ties with someone and just not, or like distancing yourself from them, or them distancing themselves towards you. I don't know what's going on with that. Whatever that energy is, I feel like if breaking ties with them is a good energy for you. But I feel like there's someone new that wants to come into your energy, someone who's more emotionally in tune with themselves. Like I feel like they're good at controlling their emotions. They don't allow their emotions to interfere with their mind, and they just don't get overwhelmed in that kind of sense. I feel like this person is very not really grounded, because I feel like they like to linger in the fantasy department sometimes. You know, wishful thinking, hoping for the best kind of thing, rather than being realistic in their goals. But I feel like they really much can be charming and passionate and that sort of thing. I feel like this someone is older, because I feel like they're very experienced in their energy. Not quite sure what that is for you. But I feel like whatever it is strength. So I feel like there's a love that wants to come through. But I feel like in order for this love to come through, this needs to end. You know, whatever this is, and you break ties with this person. Maybe heartbreaking, maybe hard to do, maybe discouraging, because maybe they're, even though it seems to be over, they may be lingering and making it hard to. I'm not quite sure what that is for you. Let's see. What does Tammy need to know about this energy? What does Tammy need to know about this energy? Page of Wands. They might have some hot, fiery energy, you know, romantic, passionate kind of energy, right? I feel like this person wants to show you or is generally flirty and has big ideas, gets easily inspired. But whatever it is, I feel like it's really important for you to trust your intuition. I feel like your intuition isn't really catching on what exactly the situation is. Maybe you know and you're kind of hesitant. I don't know. But that's what I got. Two of Swords, being difficult, being stuck in the middle of what decision to make, who to choose, how you're going to move forward. Do what your heart tells you to do. I feel like you do. I feel like you do, or this person knows you. Yeah. I feel like this may be an older person, because they feel very wise, very experienced, very sure of themselves. I'm not quite sure who they are, but they do think they can give themselves towards you. Like they do have a lot of strength in their energy and their passion towards you. You know, like I said, they may have bigger ideas. They may lean more towards the fantasy side of things. But you know, sometimes it's good to be a dreamer. Being a dreamer isn't a bad thing. Sometimes being stuck in your head too much just causes a lot of stresses and anxieties and thoughts that shouldn't be there to begin with. Right? Is it the ex that Tammy has to get rid of? Is it the ex that Tammy has to get rid of? I would say yes, if it's someone that, because I feel like this, whatever's going on between the two of you is already done, but they're still lingering in your energy. So if you and your ex are done and he's still lingering in his energy, then that would definitely be him. Yeah. That's what I would say, Tammy. Yeah. Dream. What's going to be the outcome of Dream and Jesse? Ooh, who's Jesse? What is going to be the outcome of Dream and Jesse? What's going to be the outcome of Dream and Jesse? I feel like you're gonna be spending a long nights alone together. I feel like that's happening. I feel like that's a really strong energy. Oh man. The Eight of Swords. Well, you can't do anything else besides that, right? I don't know. Let's just see what's going on here, because you do have the Five of Cups. Why is the Five of Cups here in the light? I feel like there's the energy of like wanting to have this really hot, intimate, feeling restricted with this person, or just being so connected with this person like the rest of the world doesn't matter, it seems. But at the same time, there's an energy around you or them not being able to let go of a past person. Because I feel like they're struggling with moving forward, and they're just grieving a past person and feeling betrayed, and still thinking and hoping for the other person, whoever they were before. Before Jesse. Or if it's Jesse's energy, I don't know if it's yours or theirs. But there's the Ace of Swords, and I feel like that is delaying a good beginning that could be full of truth and honesty and clarity, good communication. Where could this potentially be going in the future? Oh, we are going to LA. How will the outcome of this be for Jesse and Dream in LA? What will the outcome of this be? What would the outcome of this be? You trusting your intuition 100%, and what you feel. If you feel like it's good, it's good. If you're doubting it, then you may have to get some clarity, and that could be what trying to figure out what is making you doubt it, or what's making you not feel Like you can completely trust this person to know what's going to happen next. The King of Swords. I feel like Jesse is being honest with you. Um, King of Swords, very respected, very self-disciplined, very honest generally. That is what I got. Oh, it is last? Okay. I didn't really talk about LA to begin with. It was just kind of like where it was going. Geneva! Hello! Who is coming towards Geneva in love? Who is coming towards Geneva in love? Who is coming towards Geneva in love right now? Who is coming towards Geneva in love right now? Ooh, I don't feel like there's any love coming through. There's a Ten of Pentacles and a Light. I feel like if there's love coming towards you, you know who they are. Because I feel like they already feel like family towards you. Or they help, or they make you feel like you're grounded or connected in some sort of way. There is a Page of Swords with the Dark too, so I don't know if there is a person lingering in your energy. It's just a matter of the two of you communicating with each other to see if there is a spark there, if there's a connection there, or something there. Because I feel like you're just kind of like lingering. It's not really something that's solid, like has been happening yet. The World is in the Dark too, so you haven't even started the cycle yet to get it going. So I feel like this is a brand new person that's kind of like lingering in your energy. I feel like you probably know them, but haven't like dated them or anything. But you just kind of like they're just there. They're just lingering. Um, but I feel like there's a potential of the two of you starting a cycle together or starting something together. But I feel like it's based on the two of you having this conversation first. The Knight of Swords. I feel like they're very ambitious. They're very quick in their actions. They're very bold. They say what's on their mind and they're not afraid to say it. They may not have a filter like me. They may just whatever comes to mind may just pop right out. Is there something between Geneva and Q? Is this something between Geneva or is there something between oops. Is there something between Geneva and Q? The sun did want to come out there, but I shuffled it back in. Is there something between Geneva and Q? I was saying no, but originally the sun did want to come out, so I'm not quite sure if you want to take the sun as a yes, or if you want to go with this as a no. We'll try again. Is there something between Geneva and Q? Eight of Cups in the Dark is also a no. So I feel like this is someone, I feel like somebody that you know but don't really know, if that makes any sense. I don't know. I feel like the two of you haven't connected at all. But there is potential of the two of you connecting. I feel like this is someone that just, yeah. Very focused, very ambitious. I feel like they're very much a workaholic type of person. They stick to what they know. Sean, hello. How will tomorrow's date go? Ooh, for Sean. How will tomorrow's date go? How will tomorrow's date go for Sean? Oh man. Hopefully better than what the cards are suggesting. I really hope it goes better for you. The Ten of Pentacles is in the dark, so I feel like there's an imbalance. I don't know if the two of you have different like family values or your family situations are different, and that may be a little bit hard to connect together at first, or some tension may come up during the date. I don't know. Whatever it is, trust your intuition on this one. You know yourself, you know your values, you know where you stand, what kind of things you're going to deal with, and which things are just like a no for you, right? So keep all that stuff in mind. The lovers, I feel like it's just a matter of you being guarded with yourself, and don't think, okay, I can try this, I can date this person, even though I feel like it's not really connecting with your family values. I feel like that is very important to keep in mind during this date for whatever reason. You know, the universe sometimes has their own ideas about things. The Knight of Swords is in the dark too, so I feel like it's just a matter of going in slow and steady. Don't be overly ambitious. I feel like this is not really good dating advice, but you know, I don't know. 7 of Wands, yeah, have your guards up. The Lovers in the Dark came out twice. So I don't know if your date is like also trying to date someone else or how that's playing out there for the two of you. Oh, I just feel like you're gonna be at a crossroads after the date of deciding if this is a keeper or not. That's what I got. He really is going to buy. Okay. He keeps telling me about settlement. Is he really going to buy a painting from me? Is he really going to buy a painting from Sean? Is he really going to buy a painting from Sean? Ten of Pentacles is in the dark. Ten of Pentacles in the dark came out twice. Ten of Pentacles is a yes card, but it's in the dark, so I don't know. I feel like he may be just stringing you along to get to know you. That is what I got. Amber, hello Amber. Theme reading witchy, yes. What is my strongest clairsense? Clairvoyance sense? Let's see. For Amber. What is Amber? How can Amber discover her witch sense, especially the clairsense? Witchy power for Amber. How can Amber develop her witchy power? Where should Amber put her focus? Where should Amber put her focus? Okay, so for what's your witchy power strength, you have the 8 of Wands. So being able to manipulate the air and all that sort of fun stuff as well. And not just manipulate the air, but like being able to manipulate the air is kind of like making wind blow when you want to and that sort of thing. But it's also about you being able to cast spells, and if you do cast spells or you do any type of witchy magic or witchcraft or any type of work like that, your strongest time to do it is during a storm, like using a lightning, windstorms, and all that sort of thing to your full potential seems to be something that you can really develop and make it stronger for yourself. The star is here as well, so being able to focus on astrology, using the moon could be a very powerful sense for you, or the sun, whichever one you lean towards the most. But I'm kind of like feeling more of the moon because I feel like you're more of a darker energy that I find. Not that you're doing black magic. Darker energy does not mean that you're doing anything of that. It's just a matter that you use the elements, because energy is much more higher and easier to use during storms and that sort of thing, and when the moon is full and that sort of thing. For the 9 of Pentacles in the light, this is how to nurture and develop this gift even more. The 9 of Pentacles is about you working by yourself, doing independence, making your own spells, not Googling them, playing up and messing around things, and that sort of thing. You're a clairvoyant. Okay, clairvoyance kind of thing. I'm not quite sure how to say that word. I understand what you mean. Yeah, yeah. This is just a spread how to make them stronger, how to develop them further. And this is you was coming out to make that stronger for you. So the strongest time to use that is during a storm or using astrology, using the planets, placements, and that sort of thing. And then this message for you is the sacred vows. So commit to your practice, remember your strength, uh, devote yourself, come up with some sort of ritual that you do or whatever that is for you. It's also associated with the justice card. So finding your balance and using that to your advantage. That is what I got. Christine, general reading for Christine. What does Christine need to know? Thank you so much for your donation as well. What does Christine need to know? Mm. What does Christine need to know right now? Ooh, love is coming here? Is there a love there? Ooh, is it a lover? The King of Pentacles? What is going on there? The moon is in the light. I feel like everything right now is not as it seems or not as it appears. I feel like there's mysteries that's going to be unraveled. I feel like there's fears are going to be facing or things just feeling more making sense to you than they did before. Just a sense of clarity. For the lovers is an alliance. I feel like love, romance, and all that sort of thing is brewing around you and getting stronger as well. You have the King of Wands in the dark. So I don't know if the King of Wands is someone who decided not to date you before or not come into your energy and love, or that you two had a falling out. I'm not quite sure who this person is, but I feel like they're coming back stronger, more level-headed, and more clear. So maybe you weren't sure about them before, but I feel like you're gonna have the sense of clarity and everything's gonna make sense for you. I feel like you may give this person a second chance. So I'm not quite sure if I feel like you haven't maybe been intimate together before or not really connected on that level. So I feel like they just didn't make sense for you. But now they do. I don't know. Who is this King of Pentacles? Because I feel like this person has like very matured, been very grounded, very sensible and stable in his energy right now. Before he was like the King of Wands. He was all over the place. He was arrogant. He was not the right place. Let's see. Who is this person coming towards Christine? You definitely feel the mystery coming? Yeah, I can feel that, but I feel like you're gonna unravel it. You're gonna figure out what it is. Two of Pentacles, making a decision about something. I feel like you're just gonna give him a chance. The Lovers wants to come out again. I'm not quite sure which way it's supposed to be carried moving forward in a light. I feel like, yeah, I feel like the love and romance is coming away. The Knight of Cups here. I feel like he came out of the dark just because I feel like he is very romantic like the Knight of Cups, but he's more sensible, he's more grounded, he's not into fantasy, he's not into illusion, he's not going to keep you guessing. No, he'll be more assertive in his attentions. That is what I got. Yeah, I don't know if that's what you wanted to hear, but I feel like someone's coming to your energy. For sure. I don't know. I feel like you know who they are. Hopefully you know who they are. I don't know. Sometimes you don't know who they are, but then when you meet someone, they just feel like you've known them your whole life. I don't know if you ever felt that before, but I always feel like that's weird when you just meet someone new, but you feel like you could tell them your whole life story, like they've already know it all. Pure Heart. What are JP's feelings and intentions towards Pure Heart? Hold on. Throwing all the cards on the floor. For Pure Heart, what are JP's feelings and intentions towards Pure Heart? What are JP's feelings and intentions towards Pure Heart right now? excuse me. For the High Priestess in the dark, I feel like JP is not really paying attention to his intuition. So I feel like his mind, heart, and soul are just not quite aligned as much as they should be. Because I just feel like they're a little bit scattered in that sort of energy. But there is a King of Cups, so I feel like JP has clear feelings, or they're knowing how they're feeling. Maybe they're feeling more, I don't know. I feel they're not trusting their intuition, but they have a lot of strong feelings for you anyways. They feel like the two of you emotionally support each other well. I feel like they're able to stay calm and patient when normally they wouldn't for other people. Their chariot, I feel like the two of you are moving forward in a positive light, or that's his intentions. His intentions are for the two of you to move forward, to overcome challenges together. So I don't know if it's a matter of letting things go and keep moving forward, or them wanting to reconcile with you for some reasons. I don't know, because I feel like they want to get past something that has already happened. The Two of Swords is here, so I feel like they're still stuck on making a decision or a final decision, what exactly their intentions are towards you. But I feel like they're feeling very confident that the two of you heart is in the same place. Let's see. What else can we get for pure heart about this energy? Ace of Wands, wanting to spark something new between the two of you, because I feel like they have new feelings or a new outlook on their feelings, even though they're a little bit hesitant and they're not sure if they're going to trust it. But they would like to explore how this would work for the two of you moving forward. So I feel like they want to take it to the next level or try something new. I don't know. That is what I got. Hi, Neha! To join the list, write exclamation mark join followed by your question. No spaces in between the exclamation mark and join, or any of the other commands for Nightbot. Nightbot is just a robot, not a person. Cries! General reading for Cries. What does Cries need to know right now? What does Cries need to know right now? What's going on here? What does Cries need to know right now? There's some good, strong energy coming through. You have the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands. Hot, fire, passionate energy coming towards you. Oh man, it was going so well. What happened? The King of Wands, I feel this hot, fiery energy, just feeling this sense of you being a natural born leader and just being in control over your situation or whatever's going on around you right now. Because you have the Knight of Wands as well. Because I just feel the sense of you feeling fearless to pursue whatever passions you want to take on. Because I feel the sense of you being more romantic, more charming, but also more dedicated to your goals or pursuing whatever it is. I'm kind of like wanting to lean towards more of career. But I'm not quite sure where exactly this energy is going. You have the Queen of Cups in a light too, so I feel like you feel emotionally in control right now, like emotionally balanced and generous and kinder in your energy than maybe before. I don't know where that's coming from, but with the Seven of Swords and a light, I feel like whatever this energy is around you, it's like you feeling the need to take a step back and be more strategic in your plans, or being more calculated in your next moves, whatever that is for you. Maybe not allowing others in, like not really wanting to overly express what's really going on in your mind, even though you're hoping to get the recognition that you deserve, or like you're wanting people to notice how you've shifted your energy. By the same time, like pushing that energy away of not wanting to be recognized, not wanting the attention. I feel like there's a little bit of conflict going on within yourself. I have no idea if you know what I'm talking about. For Cries, what is this energy about? Oh man, I feel like you're overcoming something, like water's under the bridge. You're moving past whatever this is, and you're moving forward. Things may not always be fair, because I feel like now you're choosing yourself. You're choosing to focus on what your dreams and desires are, or whoever you want to pursue in love and romance. I feel like it can go either way, maybe both at the same time. But giving less cares about other people seems to be a good energy for you. You have the Eight of Pentacles, so I feel like whatever this is, you're still developing, you're still coming up with a plan, But I feel like whatever it is, if you're dedicated towards it, it will work in your favor, and it seems to be a good energy around you. That's what I go. The Space Cowboy, hello. Will the Space Cowboy enter a romantic relationship anytime this year? Will the Space Cowboy enter a romantic relationship anytime this year? Will the Space Cowboy enter a romantic relationship anytime this year? For the Six of Pentacles being in the dark, I feel like there's an imbalance in your energy. I feel like there's some things where your energy is kind of like hung up on something else that may be putting some blockage for love to come into your energy. I'm not sure if this makes any sense for you. You have the Five of Wands in a light as well. So I feel this, you feel the need to fight some competition. So I don't know if you feel the need of being better than someone else or what that is coming from, or if it's just a matter of feeling like there's not enough fish in the sea kind of thing to choose from. I don't know what this energy is, because I feel like you're not strong enough, or your energy is not strong enough to pursue the romantic relationships that you want to be, or that you want to attract towards yourself. So I just feel like there's some, yeah. Six of Wands is in the dark too. I definitely feel an imbalance. Six of Wands, Six of Pentacles. Ugh. I also feel like there's this energy of seeking validation or seeking someone to notice you in the wrong direction. I'm not quite sure what that means. Let's see. What does the Space Cowboy need to know about this energy? What does the Space Cowboy need to know about this energy? Oops. The sun wanted to come out. The sun is shining. Looking for positive opportunities for love and romance. I think it's a matter of you deciding to move towards something that makes you more happy, more joyful in your energy as well. Shifting your perspective. I don't know what this is for you. Sometimes just making a slight routine or change can unlock a lot of things around you. Like even just a small thing, like just eating breakfast, eating pizza for breakfast instead of for dinner. Just one little thing can shift your energy that's different than what you normally would typically do. I kind of like feeling the energy coming through that may get you in the right direction to attract that love, romantic energy towards you before the end of the year. I feel like it wants to come out. The sun's shining, it really wants to come out. It's just a matter of shifting your energy to allow it in. I know it sounds easier said than done, but focusing on the positive seems to be the biggest start to try and to shift something in your routine, your energy, whatever that is. Sometimes just a matter of changing a room around in your house. Putting a couch on a different wall or something. Something like that makes it, I mean, it sounds so dumb, but it can make a really big shift in our lives. Candy, hello! What is King's intention towards Candy? Has been trying to see me. Ooh. What is going on in King's intentions towards Candy? What's going on in King's intentions towards Candy right now? What's going on in King's intentions towards Candy right now? This is a good idea in the long run to invite King to my home. Oh, is it a good idea to invite King in your home? Okay, gotcha. It's a good idea in the long run to invite King in your home. Your home. Let's see for King. Let's see what his intentions are first. What's going on in King's energy? What's going on in King's energy and his intentions towards Candy? Ooh, he's being a fool. Knight of Swords. He's very ambitious. He's gonna take a leap of faith even if he falls and smashes his face off. I don't know. I feel like this fool looks less dramatic than than the Rider Waite ones, where they're just falling off a big cliff. So he's a little bit safer. He has his mushroom, and his umbrella is going to save him. So that's probably why he's not scared. But yeah, he's ready to go. He has full intentions to pursue you, see you. I feel like he wants to make bold moves. He doesn't care what happens. He just wants to see where this is going. Is it a good idea for Candy to invite King to their home? Is it a good idea for Candy to invite King to their home? Ooh. I feel like it all depends how you're comfortable with it. If you're not feeling strong about it, you need to trust that. You know, if you need to meet out more in public, see each other more in public first because you need to turn your strength back into the light. You know, being in the dark, if you're not feeling strong enough to allow it to do it, or you don't feel confident enough, you don't feel safe enough, whatever the case may be, if they're going a little bit too fast, a little bit too pushy, it's okay to slow it down a little bit because you're the Queen of Cups here. So you're the one that's in control of where this is going, right? Just trust your inner voice, trust your instincts with this one. You know, if you need to take more time, meet more in public, have friends around, that sort of thing, until you feel more secure in your energy of allowing them to come in a little bit closer. But yeah, you need to set those boundaries because he's ready to go. So one step at a time until you feel more comfortable. That is what I got. So I feel like when you're ready, when you turn your strength card back into the light, is when you can allow them back into your home, or invite them to your home. V, hello V. Can we check on Mahal's real true love, feelings and intentions towards Natalia romantically moving forward? How do I see them? I guess I am missing a word there, eh? Movie? I don't know if there's anything I can do. I probably can't, eh? I guess there's nothing I can do. Oops, oops, oops. I'm reading everything. Nope, I should not have pressed buttons. My bad. I'm not going to try to mess around with Moonbeam setup here because I'm going to lose everybody. That won't be good. Oh, man. Let's see for V. What is Mahal's real true love feelings towards Natalia? What's going on with Mahal's energy towards Natalia right now? Hopefully something good, right? I don't know what's going on with those two. Those two want to come together, so we're not going to fight the universe. Why can I never get good cards? I swear I try. I really try. What is going on with Mahal's energy? The Ten of Pentacles. He wants that happy home life. He wants a balance of happy home, happy work balance. He wants it all. He wants to have that dream life, right? Ten of Pentacles, wanting that success, wanting to be faithful, wanting to be serious, wanting to be, you know, the best Mahal he could be. But then that also comes around with the Nine of Wands in the dark, where he's too stubborn and too rigid to allow this to unfold naturally into choosing a person that would fulfill that dream for him. The Seven of Pentacles is in the dark as well. So I feel the sense of frustrations and impatience, wanting things to get better, but also not really wanting to put the work and effort into it to make things better. There is a death card, so I feel like there's an end that really needs to happen between him and Natalia, that he's just resisting and postponing and keep trying and trying to cut corners to see, like, okay, let's try this again and again and again. Ten of Wands. Whatever this is, I feel like they're feeling very defensive. Like, I'm going to challenge this. I don't care if people say we don't look good together or we don't work well together. I'm going to do this anyway. That's pretty good. Oh my gosh, I feel like Blue one day is going to write a book of everything that I say. Buttons were pressed, yes, but I think it's okay. We did press buttons, but I think it's okay. It looks okay, so I'm just gonna say that it's okay. I might not be able to read everybody's questions fully, but we're gonna wing it. I think we're good, movie. I don't think you need to fix anything. I think we can survive through this. Right, Blue? Poor Blue. What the hell is Dylan doing? Oh my god, what the hell is Dylan doing? Am I supposed to say that to Spirit? I have no idea. I don't know if there's like, I don't know, rules against that. Poor Blue. What the hell is Dylan doing? There's 5 retrogrades? Holy poop. I'm not gonna survive that, hot sun. I'm not. Well, Blue, he's in love again. What the heck? Is he coming back? Yes, he's coming back. Is he gonna make things right? He's gonna try his best, but he has a tower card, so I can't promise anything. Dylan can't promise anything, but he's gonna try his best. You know, his cup is overflowing with love for you. He's gonna promise you the moon, and I feel like he fully intends to give you the moon, but you know, there's a tower on his tail, so enjoy it while it lasts. It's been 3 weeks. Oh man, I feel like there has been some chaos, but I feel like he's attempting to come back in your energy though with the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. Like, how often do you see the two of them together, right? I feel like if this is not Dylan's energy, that there's a new person coming into your energy in love. So I'm not quite sure. What's the energy around Dylan lying to Blue? What is the energy around Dylan lying to Blue? That could be that tower energy there. The King of Wands, his ego took a better half of him, it seems. The Eight of Wands is in the dark too. I feel like they have a lot of scattered energy. They do a lot of intense love bombing. They come in, they come out, they come in. I feel like they come in a hot, but then they burn out fast and run. So I don't know if that's what Dylan is doing, but it seems to be what's happening in his energy, like wanting to run in again. But it's gonna make a quick escape to run the other direction. King of Wands usually very hot, fiery, passionate energy. Is very fearless, very motivated, very in control. But I don't know. Not trusting this King of Wands for Dylan right now. 7 of Swords. Oh, he's gonna lie to you again. I feel like a Dylan wears his harmless sleeve. Like he loves really hard, but then he gets scared. I feel like more scared, more fear than anything else. Does Dylan feel any remorse? Does Dylan feel any remorse? 10 of Pentacles is yes, they do. They do feel remorse. It's just they don't know what to do with it. I feel like he loves you a lot, and then he gets scared and runs and does whatever he has to do or say to get out of it. Feels bad about it, has remorse, and then does it again. So I feel like that's the intense love bombing energy that comes through. So I don't know what he has to do to stop feeling scared and running when things get real. I feel like it's when things get real is when he runs and does whatever Dylan does. And that's when I go. But I also feel like it could potentially be a new person coming to your life, love life, who has more genuine feelings. I feel like Dylan has genuine feelings too while they're there, but then when they run, they get upset. Then they realize that was dumb and they come back. I feel like no. I feel like this is just his energy right now. He has to decide to stop being scared. You know, he has to face his fears and deal with it instead of running when things get real. Dorilla! What does Dorilla need to know right now? When will TL be reaching out to Dorilla? When will TL be reaching out to Dorilla? When will TL be reaching out to Dorilla? Knight of Cups. I feel like TL, when you're reaching out, is going to be like delayed. Like, I feel like they're taking their time, they're weighing their options, they're trying to figure out what is what. I feel like there's a communication going on about when they're going to reach out towards you. So I don't know what that is about. If it's like work situation or what, because there is the Two of Wands here. So I feel like the TL is trying to decide when they're going to reach out to you, what they're going to say to you, and all that sort of thing. This hasn't been set in stone yet. Let's just see if we get more clarity. What is the timing around Gorilla reaching out? I mean, TL reaching out to Gorilla. What is the best timing for TL to reach out to Gorilla after a breakup? Hopefully not after a break. A Wednesday? A Wednesday or a weekend? A breakup? It doesn't necessarily have to be a breakup. It could be just you breaking something, and then that's when they're going to reach out. But it seems to be somewhere between a Wednesday and a weekend. That's my goals, but I feel like they're just hanging around. They're trying to figure out when's the best thing to do, what they're going to say to you, that sort of thing. So it's going to take some more time. April! Will Beza actually ignore April? Well, is Beza actually ignoring April? Are they actually ignoring April? You're welcome, Dottie. Ooh, the Fool and the Ace of Wands. I would say yes, but I feel like there's someone else coming into your energy. I feel like there's a brand new person coming to your energy that wants to take a leap of faith with you. And they've been thinking about it for a long time if they should connect with you or not. But I feel like they're all yes cards, so I feel like Beza is ignoring you. Or is actually ignoring you. But I also feel like there's someone new coming into your energy though, that wants something real. Because you have the Ten of Pentacles. They want something solid. That's what I got. Hot Sun, hello. Do you see E turning into something more with someone else? Okay, so will E be turning into something more with someone else? Is E turning into something more with someone else? The Nine of Pentacles is a yes card, but Nine of Pentacles is also an independence card. And the Ace of Wands is in the dark as well. So I don't feel like they're pursuing anyone new right now. I feel like they're really focused on themselves, their independence, their work. I feel like they're in their energy right now. Is most important thing is for them to be secure and stable in their energy. And I feel like that is their main focus. So I feel like they have this energy of rushing in towards you and then pulling back because they're struggling with focusing on themselves and you. Is E talking to other women? Is E talking to other women? Four of Swords is a no card. Is E pursuing Hot Sun? Is E pursuing Hot Sun? Rider Waite. Oh, sorry, I could use Rider Waite. Yeah, sorry about that. Is E pursuing Hot Sun? The Ace of Wands is in the dark. The Ace of Wands twice. So I feel like he does want sparks of love and passion, but he's hesitant. Because I feel like that's not his main focus right now. His name starts with S? Okay, I thought I saw E there. Okay, so... Oh, her name is S. He is, though? Okay, is E talking to S? Is E talking to S? The Emperor's in the dark, so maybe sometimes, but it doesn't seem to be something serious. Um, yeah, I don't know. That's what I got, though. How does E feel about us? How does E feel about us? I feel like he feels like she's very emotionally balanced. I feel like he feels that she can support him. Knight of Pentacles, I feel like she makes him slow down, but I feel like he values her independence just as much as he values his own independence, it seems. So it kind of, to me, it looks like a friendship, but I don't know. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like this kind of looks like a friendship because they value very much each other's independence rather than them being together connected. But this is what it looks like. But trust your intuition. If you're feeling like it's something more, you have to trust your intuition. Uh, Maybe it's just he has more intentions towards us than she does. I don't know. That's what I got though. Yeah. It seems like he's not really wanting to rush into anything though. Um, I don't know. Cards could be wrong. You're welcome, Watson. Last one. Am I getting bad news, bad karma at this time for Blessed One? Is Blessed One getting bad news or bad karma at this time? Is Blessed One getting bad news or bad karma at this time? I wouldn't say bad news or bad karma, but I do feel like there's this dark cloud hovering over you that's creating some sort of negativity. So I don't know if that is what you're picking up, but I feel like it's just a matter of you staying in this energy instead of walking away from it into something that's more positive. You know, I just feel like you have the ability right now to shift this energy if you choose. It's just kind of, you're kind of like stuck on some unresolved issues and just kind of like repeating the same thing over and over again instead of stepping away from that. Like, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. It's not working. I don't see the point of this anymore. I'm going to do something new. I just feel like your energy just kind of like sticking with it. I don't know. The Ten of Cups is in the dark as well, so I feel like there's this energy of you disconnecting yourself from someone. Could be something, but I feel like it's like you distancing yourself from someone just because their energy is just not settling well with yours and causing this negativity. The Ace of Cups is in the dark too, so I feel like right now is the time for you to release any repressed feelings that you're having for someone or something or whatever this energy is, and giving yourself some love and compassion and being more gentle towards yourself, doing more things that you enjoy, more things to yourself rather than giving yourself to other people and other people's opinions and all that sort of thing. The Six of Cups is in the dark as well, so I feel like it's a matter of you again. Releasing anything just because it feels comfortable because it's something you're used to doesn't mean that it's always good for you, right? Um, I just feel like there's a shift in your energy that you can pursue or shift something to move something to that's more positive than lingering in this energy. What other advice can we give to Blessed One about this? What else can we give to Blessed One about this? The Page of Pentacles is in the dark, so I feel like there's a... I won't say bad news, I just feel like there's this energy of some coming into your energy who is immature, irresponsible, maybe lazy, maybe avoiding work or making you do more of the work than what they're putting into it. But I feel like if it's not sitting well with you, like the Hierophant is suggesting, I feel like they're kind of like like using you to do things for them. I'm not quite sure if you even know who I'm talking about. But I feel like this energy that they're causing this negativity around you, maybe a little bit. I don't feel like don't cut, like don't block them or anything. Just maybe just distance yourself and maybe just do less for them and allow them to do more things for themselves. That's what I got. Hello, hi Viviani. Hello, Harshita. Harshita, hello. Am I saying that right? Harshita. Mike, hello, Mike. What is going on? What's going on, Mike's job? Okay, what's going on with Mike's job right now? What's going on with Mike's job right now? What's going on in Mike's job right now? Ooh, the Ten of Swords. Whatever you're suspecting, you're right. Like always, Mike. You know, you gotta trust your intuition. You know what's happening here. Ten of Swords. Seven of Swords. They all seem to be against me or something. Well, yeah. Let's see why this is happening. They're just jealous. I don't know why people get so jealous around you, Mike, but Ten of Swords. I feel like they feel like they're just done with you because they don't want to compete with you and they feel the need to. Seven of Swords. I feel like whatever it is, they just get caught up in this negativity and they either take it out on you or you just get wrapped up in it and get pulled into it. And I don't know what this is. There's some though. So I feel like the image is like, stay positive, stay focused, don't dwell on whatever this negativity is. Queen of Wands, you know, take on your power. Lead with resilience. Don't let them take you down no matter what's going on there. Even if they feel like you're against them, don't show it. You know, you stand strong like the Queen of Wands here. You fight your power. You're like, okay, you know, I'm not bothered by this. You're jealous of me. Good for you. Keep doing yourself. With their Five of Pentacles, I feel like that will make them back off. Because I feel like they're going to find other resolutions to figure out their own problems rather than trying to involve you in whatever their madness is, right? Yeah, it's kind of you trying to figure out what is going on there. Bernadette, hello! What's going on in Bernadette's energy right now? What does Bernadette need to know right now? What does Bernadette need to know right now? Oh man, what's going on here? There's a message from the universe. Okay, so we'll see what this is. The Three of Cups is in the dark. I feel like there's some sort of cliches or some sort of drama or something like that brewing around in your energy. I'm not quite sure what that is. I feel like we picked this up with you before, right? I'm not quite sure what this energy is. But I feel like there's just people talking about you or gossiping about you. I'm not quite sure. I don't know. There's the Ace of Cups there, so I feel like it's a matter of you focusing on yourself, focusing on your own self-love, your own being kind and compassionate towards yourself. I feel like that's really going to boost your independence, boosting your courage, your ego, your sense of self kind of energy with this Nine of Pentacles here, because I just feel the sense that your hard work is going to pay off. You are going to see the significance of it or the success from it. It's just a matter of you nurturing and caring for yourself and not being caught up in whatever that nonsense is. I don't know. There is a witchy reading tonight, Erica. Oh, sorry, Bernadette. The hidden message for you from the universe was the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles, like you're developing your skills, making sure you're committed and dedicated to the work that you're doing, and feeling confident in it as well. But I also feel like there's this energy of making sure that you are taking it easy on yourself with that love, care, and compassion towards yourself, and giving more to yourself than to others. The Six of Pentacles, you know, it doesn't always have to be balanced 50-50 all of the time. I feel like right now it's important for you to take more for yourself than for others. That's what I got. Dex, hello. What is the energy coming towards Dex in August 2025? What is the energy coming towards Dex in 2025? What's going on? What energy is coming in towards Dex? August 2025. Oh man. August is gonna be chaos. The Four of Pentacles is in the dark. So I kind of feel like that's the theme of your energy right now, is you being more possessive of your energy, more possessive of your materialistic things, more about being more mindful about your budgeting or your finances, whatever that is for you. Um, because I feel like it's just a matter of you being prepared for the unexpected. I feel like that's some sort of strength that you may be building on in August, is being ready for anything that life throws at you right now, because I feel like you are going through a phase of life lessons and learning and challenges you probably don't want to face, but it's going to happen anyways. There is a Queen of Cups in the dark as well, so I feel like the person or the people that you normally count on may not be as reliable or as emotionally supportive towards you as they would otherwise normally would be in your energy right now, because I feel like the universe is kind of like pulling them back so that you can gain some sort of sense of independence. Not that you're not independent, just, you know, the universe has their own things going on up there that we don't understand. But because I just feel like the Queen of Cups is like you focusing on your inner strength, listening to your inner voice a little bit more, and listening to your own wisdom rather than others supporting you or guiding you in whatever direction that is. For the Eight of Pentacles in the light, I feel like you're going to be developing your skills. Like, I feel like your work and your efforts towards your work is going to be getting a boost, or like you're going to be dedicated and consistent with it more, so that you're going to see more improvements in that area. So I feel like all of this is kind of like more about your materialistic things in your life, like your work, your money. I feel like all of that is going to be shifting into a better energy, but it is going to be tough at the same time. But that's what I got. Jasmine, what does Jasmine need to know right now? What does Jasmine need to know right now in general? What does Jasmine need to know right now in general? What does Jasmine need to know right now? Oh man, what's with all these challenges this month? Like, we're just gonna blame the retrograde stuff, right? Because I don't know what's going on here, but everybody seems to be challenged recently. Five of Wands is in the light. I feel like whatever it is, pick your battles wisely. Like, don't get yourself into conflicts or arguments or pettiness. That is not serving you. Like, it's not for, you know, if it's not important for you, I feel like it's just a matter of you stepping out of it, not involving yourself in it. And I feel like that's gonna help you move forward with some inner peace, right? The King of Swords is in the dark. I feel like there's someone that wants to be very controlling towards you. They're not, I feel like they have emotions towards you, like they have feelings towards you, but they're hiding them, they're in denial. So they're gonna act like they have a big ego and they don't care, and, you know, I don't know what their deal is, but whatever it is, I feel like you're going to release them, or Yeah, don't get wrapped up in whatever their issues are, because I feel like it's not going to help you move forward. Because I feel like you are moving forward. Yes, there's going to be challenges and obstacles and roadblocks, and you know, a tree may fall down your road, but you're moving forward in a positive light, and I feel like that is good energy for you, because I just feel like there's a sense of you, um, not just moving forward, but boosting your ambition, your confidence, and your willpower as well. And you have the Empress here in the dark. So I feel like whatever it is, you may have to be open to new ideas or shifting your perspectives, not being so stubborn or so set in your ways that you don't have enough to, you know, move yourself into a more positive direction. And that's what I go. Amelia, hello. General reading for Amelia. What does Amelia need to know right now? What does Amelia need to know right now? Thank you so much. I didn't sugarcoat. Oh man, I try to sugarcoat as much as I can, but some readings, you know, there's only so much sugar you can put on there. Oh man, Amelia, I'm glad you enjoyed it though. Dex, where Amelia? What does Amelia need to know in general? Where is this energy coming from for Amelia? What does Amelia need to know about this energy? There's too many cards. This one wants to come out. What's going on around Amelia? What does Amelia need to know right now? What does Amelia need to know right now? What's Amelia's energy? Why is this here? Why is the Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Wands here? Oh, your past is coming back. That's what's happening. Someone or something from your past is trying to come through for you. I don't know if you're expecting it. I feel like you are expecting it because Six of Cups is in a light. So I don't know if you're trying to reconnect or rekindle or have some sort of reunion from someone or something from your past, because I feel like they're coming through. This Seven of Pentacles is in the dark, so I feel like there's some impatience. There's some setbacks or some delays with this connection. I don't know if it's just a matter of deciding on how this is going to play out for the two of you or what's going on there. The Two of Wands is in the dark, so I feel like there's some hesitation, just feeling stuck, like, is this a good idea? Is this not? Or what's happening here? Six of Cups, you know, the past is returning. I just feel like there's a sense of some mixed feelings, even though the two of you may have shared some really good memories in the past. The High Priestess, I feel like, is really important for you to trust your intuition, trust your instincts with this person. Who's this past person? I don't know. I feel like this person is too familiar, so I feel like it's more like family. But I don't know. Who is this past person trying to come through for Amelia? Who is this past person trying to come through for Amelia? Who is this past person trying to come through for Amelia? King of Cups. So this could be an older person. Doesn't necessarily have to be. The King of Cups is someone who is very calm, very patient, very spiritual in nature in general. They're very confident or experienced in what they do. But, you know, even though they feel like they mean well, they don't always bring that energy with them. They may cause a little bit of distraction, like, oh, like they feel like it's not them. And other people around them may not notice that they're the ones causing this tension or this toxic energy feeling. I'm not quite sure what it is. But I feel like they're coming back around you. Who is this person? Page Cups. So I just feel like this person can have like trust issues, get easily jealous, maybe emotionally manipulative, like, oh, make you feel bad for them, make you feel sorry for them. That's just what they do. They feel like they don't do anything wrong and they're here to help you, support you, be your friend. I don't know who this person is, but they seem to want to come into your energy. How will this play out? How will this play out for Amelia? How will this play out for Amelia? Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles in a light. So I feel like overall you're going to keep your balance going. I feel like you have other people in your life who can help you and support you dealing with this energy if it does come through. The sun is in the dark here, so I feel like there's a chance that you'll miss this opportunity. Maybe you won't be at the same place right, you'll be somewhere else at the right time instead of dealing with this energy. You may just pass by them. It's just something that's coming into your energy. Sometimes people just come into our energy, even though we don't run into them, we can still feel a sense of them around us just because they're familiar. I think there's that sort of energy coming through. I feel like you can easily miss them and not really notice them. But if you're feeling some tension, if you're feeling low in your energy, this may be why. The world, I feel like if they come around your energy, the cycle between the two of you will be completed and done. So I think it's going to be short lived and not a thing that's going to be lasting. Like, I don't feel like it's like a love relationship or anything. It's just kind of like a past energy that is going to resurface and leave as quickly as it came, but it may disrupt your inner energy and make you feel a little unaligned. Like your mind, heart, soul may be a little bit all over the place with this. Karima, hello. What does Kay think about me as a romantic relationship? What does Kay think about Karima in a romantic relationship? What does Kay think about? That came true. What does Kay think about Karima in a romantic relationship? The Three of Wands is in the dark, so I feel like there's some hesitation. I feel like they're stalling or taking their time or not wanting to rush into anything. But I feel like they are thinking about you, though. The Ace of Wands. I feel like they're thinking about starting something with you, but I feel like they're a little bit hesitant. I feel like they're not sure. Like, they don't know if this is a real connection or if it's fake. Not quite sure why, but I feel like they're really feeling like, is this a fake connection? Like, is this real? They're not believing it's real. So I feel like that's why they have all their guards up. Because they're doubting themselves, they're doubting the energy between the two of you, even though it's there. I feel like there's a hot, fiery energy between the two of you, but they're kind of like doubting it. And they're putting up all their guards, they're just ready to defend themselves and push you away for no reason. But at the same time, they can't deny that there's a balance between the two of you with the Two of Wands here. So I feel like you're both feeling the same fire. It's just they're trying to blow it out, but that's not blowing out. Maybe it could be that. I don't know. Like, I feel they're doubting it. I think it's fake that it's not real, but it's real. It's very real. So I don't know what they're gonna do about it. Um, will she let her guards down? Will she let her guards down? Four of Wands. She needs more time, but I feel like she will, because I feel like, Four of Wands, the celebration card. So I feel like it's a matter of going with her pace, going slow and steady, maybe going out for a drink or something, just something casual. I don't know. And seeing where it goes. Yeah, I feel like it could possibly do that too, because she's in complete denial and she's guarding herself up. Yeah. What is her thought towards Garima? What is her thought towards Garima? Queen of Swords. She's in denial. She's being judgy. She's being emotionally guarded, detached. So she's not really focusing on thinking about you. She's thinking about herself with you instead of you as a person. Yeah, I feel like she has feelings. She has hot, fiery feelings towards you for sure. It's just she's in denial. She thinks that it's not right, that she shouldn't be with you, and that her ideas and her feelings are fake. She's not believing her own thoughts and her own feelings. She's in complete denial about it. So until she comes around, I don't know. Because I feel like if she came around, there would be a beautiful relationship there. It's just, I don't know if she's being influenced by society, because sometimes, social media and society can be butt cheeks like that. I don't know. kind of sucks because it seems like there's a really good connection there. Like, I don't know if it needs more time, just hang out as friends and see where things go naturally. Love bug, hello. For Queen, is my family trying to manipulate me into thinking I'm bad? Is Queen's family trying to manipulate Queen into thinking that she's bad? I would say yes, but I feel like they're the ones that are toxic, not you. Like, I don't feel like you're the one that's the issue. The Knight of Cups is in the dark, so I feel like they're not being open with what's really going on in their mind. Like, I'm not even sure if they're aware that they're manipulating you into thinking that you're bad. I just feel like they're in a negative mindset right now. They're causing toxic energy because I feel like they're in toxic energy themselves right now. But I just feel like they're just, having a lot of fears, a lot of obsessions about things, just feeling trapped in their feelings and not being able to release them and like kind of like pushing their thoughts or whatever's going on in their minds towards you. The Page of Cups is in the dark too. So I feel like they're being very disappointed, very disconnected with their actual true thoughts and feelings towards you and being clouded in their judgment in that sense. But there is a Three of Pentacles and a light. So I feel like there is hope that they will shift their perspectives in a better light. It's just a matter of them looking ahead and being and expanding their visions and getting out of this toxic cycle that they're in and being more focused and open to what's coming next. Because I feel like they're very hesitant on that. And I don't know, being persuaded by each other or whatever these people are for you. But I feel like there's a energy for you to move forward, maybe even distancing yourself from them until they get their mind back on track, right? What does Queen need to know about this energy? We'll just try these ones to see if there's a different perspectives here. What does Queen what advice can we give to Queen for this energy? What advice can we give to Queen for this energy? Yeah, you focusing on finding your own connections, your own spiritual connections, collaborating or connecting with other people, finding your own tribe that is not the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is there in the dark too. I don't know. I feel like that your family may also come around and may decide to look beyond whatever is going on in their mind and connect with you as well. I feel like it's just a matter of them choosing what they want to do with this energy. But I feel like if you find other people to emotionally support you and connect with you, build more friendships or connections, they will see a different side of you that they didn't see before. And I feel like that's going to make them feel really bad about how they've been treating you. That's my voice. Erica, witchy! Yay! I love witchy readings. For Erica. How can Erica discover her witchy power right now? How can Erica discover her witchy power right now? Ooh. Where does Erica need to put her focus to nurture and develop these gifts? Ooh, the witching herbs. So for the Two of Cups, the Two of Cups is all about connection, connecting with others, maybe learning from others, but it's also mostly about soul binding, being able to connect or see people who are connected, who have soul connections or soulmate connections or whatever that is, being able to identify twin flames and all that sort of thing. Could also be about you really trusting your intuition and boosting your psychic abilities as well. I feel like that is a strength that you have that you can focus on. The Wheel of Fortune and the Light. Well, I put them all in the light for what you read because, we're just manifesting your powers here, right? I feel like when you're well aligned, like when timing and luck, timing, destiny is all aligned for you, is when your powers are most strong, or you're able to manifest the most out of your powers or use the most out of your powers. Right? The Wheel of Fortune does feel like there's this energy of you being able to shift destinies or shift timelines or whatever that is for you to make things turn the way you want them to. The Ace of Pentacles is in, well, they're all in the light. How to nurture and develop your gifts even more. The Ace of Pentacles is about you being earthbound, dealing with what Earth has for you to deal with. So this could be like a kitchen witch or whatever, or it could also be a solar witch. Solar witches are really rare. Like that's using the sun rather than the moon could be beneficial for you as well. And especially this one even suggests witching herbs, right? So using witches in your herbs in your cooking and that sort of thing, or your potions, or your spell work, whatever that is. And it says healing, well-being, and social media detoxing. Maybe what could also nourish you, not just the herbs. This is also associated with the Ten of Wands. So when I feel like maybe some of your strength can come when you're feeling completely defeated, completely feeling like you hit rock bottom, you have nowhere to go. Using those abilities to manifest or make spells or do what you do, witchy, maybe stronger out of that feeling. That's my thoughts. Dwayne, hello. Will Lisa let her guard down? Will Lisa begin letting her guard down? Will Lisa be letting her guard down towards Dwayne? Lisa beginning her guard down towards Dwayne. She's standing strong on her independence, so I would say no. I feel like Lisa is really focused on her independence, being or developing herself sufficiently, achieving what she needs to achieve for herself. So I feel like her guards towards you are still up because the King of Wands is also in the dark. So I feel like there's this energy of her wanting to be in control and not wanting to be distracted from whatever's going on here, and just really being focused, like hyper focused on what energy she wants to focus on right now. Because I'm also feeling this energy of her being very determined to get something done that she wants to get done, and she doesn't want to wait around or be distracted because there's a hangman here as well. So I feel like there's this energy of sticking to her truth and not taking back anything that she has already said or done. That's what I get. Culture! Theme reading for culture, yes! Witchy power, what? For culture. What witchy powers can culture discover right now? What witchy powers does culture need to discover right now? Where should culture nurture and develop her gifts? How can culture nurture and develop her gifts, and where should she put her focus on making them stronger? Ooh, the poison thorn. That one doesn't come out very often. For the hermit. So I feel like this is you practicing alone. practicing your own potions, your own whatever your witchy powers are, if it's boosting your intuition or your psychic abilities or clairvoyancy, whatever it is, but practicing alone. If it's witchcraft, spells, or potions, or whatever that is for you, focusing on making your own, creating your own, not just Googling them. Because it's a hermit card here, right? Because I just feel the sense of you being a solo alchemist and just kind of like taking time to um, mentor other people as well. Not quite sure if my camera turned itself on. I'll turn it back on. So butt cheek like that. There we go. For the Queen of Wands in a light. This is some hot, fiery energy, right? I always feel like the Queen of Wands is this hot, fiery, vibrant, sexy being, right? So I feel like whatever it is that you are able to seduce people's minds and love, romance, money, materialistic things, whatever you want to seduce their minds to do. I feel like you have the ability to do it, and I feel like when you're feeling very confident in yourself, when you're feeling hot, fiery, passionate, maybe even when you're feeling intimate or during intimacy is when your powers feel stronger. And you can cast some spells that way. You know, some people cast spells. Learn spells doesn't always have to be like making potions. Spells are usually just words, like spell, like spelling spells. It's more words than mixing things together. So I don't know where this like, I don't know why, but I feel like there was energy like I don't know if I should say this on YouTube, but when you're about to climax, a lot of people just before they do that, they say their spell and then they release, and apparently that really works well. That's what I'm feeling with the Queen of Wands here. For the Knight of Pentacles as well, they're all in the light, but for the Knight of Pentacles, this is an energy about you being able to um figure out how to make things indestructible, like not being able to break things, or like if something's broken, like you can prevent it from breaking before you think it's gonna happen. Like if something's gonna fall on the floor and you think like just think don't break and it won't break, like, and it normally would if you didn't do those things. For the for the poison thorn is low vibration, so maybe focusing on some of these things or nurture and develop them more when you are feeling low vibrations, when you're feeling when you're feeling defeated or tired or unfocused, maybe that's the time when you should practice to make something out of it. So making sure that you are healing any unhealed traumas or any unhealed heartbreaks or whatever that is, making sure that you are not feeding into any self-sabotage energy as well, and you're figuring out how to move forward without dwelling on the past. May also help you discover and nurture and develop your gifts stronger. Viviani, hello. What is coming in love for Viviani in the next 3 months? What's coming in love for Viviani in the next 3 months? What's coming in love for Viviani in the next 3 months? What's coming in love and romance and passion for Viviani in the next 3 months? Ooh, there's something that's trying to come. I feel like it's coming. It may take a little bit closer to 3 months than right now, just because the Ace of Cups is in the darks. But I do feel like there's a strong energy of you filling your own cup with love and passion, and making sure that you're very content with opening up yourself and attracting love towards you, which I feel like you are, because I feel like your strength right now is very strong with attracting love and romance and passion towards you. And feeling intimacy and all that sort of fun stuff as well. It just seems to be like making sure that you're not holding on to any repressed feelings. You're not it's like, ooh, I'm not gonna date anyone who does this, that, or the other thing, because sometimes that puts on blocks, even though that's not what you're going to choose anyways. But just kind of like dwelling on things can block things sometimes, because I feel like there's an energy with you finding your balance of how you can move forward, because I just feel the sense of you juggling whatever's going on in your mind and being more open to trying or opening your heart to someone new or something different than what you haven't connected with before. So I feel like there's a whole cycle that wants to open up for you. And I feel like you're just ready for that next big success with love and romance and passion. But I feel like there's just making sure that the chapter before this is completely closed and locked up and not going to be reopened before you open the next one, kind of thing. Who is this love trying to come towards Viviani? Let's filter these ones. Who is this love trying to come in towards Viviani? Who is this love trying to come in towards Viviani? Who is this love? The King of Wands. I feel like something's coming. I don't know if this is the person that you have to let go or release, if there's any repressed feelings about this person. You know, because I feel like with the Five of Cups in the Dark, it's also about self-love and compassion and releasing that negativity, not dwelling on the past, looking forward. And this Knight of Cups in the Dark here is someone who is, you know, they probably didn't open up their heart the way they did. Maybe they played games with you or mind games with you or cheated on you, whatever that case may be. Whoever they are, you know, just release them from you and focus on this King of Wands. King of Wands is someone who is very fearless, ambitious, strategic in their energy. They're very romantic and passionate. Like, I feel like the King of Wands is like the best one on the deck, right? They're very fiery, romantic, and they're not afraid to take action. They're not afraid to say what's on their mind. You know, they could have a big ego, but you know, I feel like whatever it is, they're natural what they do, and they just make you feel comfortable in that sense. That's what I got. I feel like someone is coming, but I feel like there's also some self-healing that needs to happen before they're allowed to come into your energy. So I feel like whatever chapter you may have open still, you need to close it, burn it, lock it up, whatever that is for you. Whoever this is for you, the Knight of Cups in the Dark and the Five of Cups in the Dark, it's kind of like letting them go, making sure they're not lingering in your mind. And I feel like that's going to allow this King of Wands to step into your energy. And yeah, it'll be fun. Yes. Aw, you're welcome, Erica. Thank you, Divyani. You're welcome. Earthbound means is being more connected to the earth. So not really talking to spirits, not really talking to the moon and the planets, but you using the herbs and the earth and the ground and talking to the trees rather than talking to spirits and that sort of thing. That's what that means. Yeah. Being able to appreciate I feel like a lot of pagans are more earthbound. Yeah. Like fairies. Fairies are more earthbound. They're more into the earth. So they don't seem to shift between the veils and that sort of thing. They usually hide in like mushrooms, and I always feel like fairies transform themselves into crows and butterflies and dragonflies and that sort of thing. That's what I got. I'll see you all next time. I'll be here tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be here doing. I thought I was gonna go try to do the moon readings every week again, like I did for a little while, and then I lost track of that. Which I'm gonna try to go back to my original schedule that I had a while ago. So we're gonna do half moon readings tomorrow, even though it's more Friday morning. But I don't get up that early to do readings, so we're gonna do it tomorrow night. I hope you all have a great night, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone. Good night. See you all tomorrow. Bye.